In this video, I will explore the intriguing idea of whether animals can believe in God. While this may initially seem far-fetched, I argue that certain psychological and evolutionary factors suggest that animals, in specific situations, may have a rudimentary understanding of divine concepts. Let us examine the foundation of this idea and whether or not it provides any benefit to animals. To begin, we must understand our own innate concept of God. In human psychology, this idea is rooted in the wise old man archetype described by Carl Jung. The wise old man represents an infinitely wise ancient figure capable of understanding and manipulating the world through boundless knowledge. The archetype is embodied in human consciousness because it aids our understanding of the universe. The archetype also has practical evolutionary benefits. It encourages us to value wisdom of older individuals who typically possess greater life experience. Learning from elders improves our survival, and this mechanism likely exists across many social species. Therefore, the wise old man archetype could reasonably apply to other animals as well, providing a shared cognitive framework for understanding concepts like wisdom and authority. If animals possess the wise old man archetype, it follows that they have their own basic understanding of what God represents. This does not necessarily mean that animals believe in God the same way humans do, but they might interpret the concept in all-knowing, powerful figure in a way that benefits its survival. In humans, the belief in God often intensifies under stress. For example, people turn to faith during wartime or other crises, seeking emotional resilience and hope. Similarly, animals experience prolonged stress, such as hunger, fear, or danger, might exhibit behaviors resembling faith or resilience to a higher reliance on a higher power, particularly in social species where group cohesion is essential for survival. Humans often pray or seek divine intervention in stressful situations. If we consider the biological similarities between human brains and those of animals like dogs or rats, it is plausible that animals have comparable psychological responses. Key mechanisms for supporting this idea include stress and mortality awareness. Under stress or the awareness of mortality, humans find comfort in believing that a divine justice or fairness. Animals under similar pressures may exhibit behaviors that reflect a comparable need for psychological stability. Number two is agency detection. Humans have an oversensitive tendency to detect intentional agents behind events, e.g., attributing rustling leaves to a predator. This mechanism might also exist in animals, making them prone to interpreting natural events as being caused by unseen forces. Spiritual states in humans are often linked to the activation of certain brain receptors, such as the mGlu2 and 5-HT2A oligomer receptor. These receptors are present in the brains of animals like dogs and rats, suggesting they might experience analogous states under specific conditions. Among animals, dogs may exhibit traits most aligned with what we might call spirituality or a belief in God. Dogs are known for their remarkable capacity for self-sacrifice, often risking their lives to protect humans or their pack. This behavior reflects qualities associated with the wise old man archetype, such as wisdom, selflessness, and loyalty. Belief in this archetype or similar cognitive structures may enable dogs to perform such admirable acts by foreseeing one's sense of higher motivation. This may also mean that dogs also believe in the afterlife, as they are willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good of others. Just as humans' belief in God is influenced by their individual life experiences, so too would an animal's belief. While all animals might have an inherent idea and understanding of the concept of God, due to the evolutionary advantages of the wise old man archetype, not all animals would necessarily develop faith. Life experiences, social structure, and environmental pressures would likely play a significant role in shaping these tendencies. In conclusion, I propose that animals have an inherent concept of God rooted in the wise old man archetype, so much like humans. While this does not mean that all animals actively believe in God, they likely possess the cognitive framework to understand the idea. Moreover, under certain conditions such as stress or social bonding, animals may exhibit behaviors akin to human religious practices. Among animals, social species like dogs may especially be predisposed to this kind of spirituality, reflecting the profound influence of shared archetypes across the animal kingdom.